Hey there, heroes, it's Michelle here, and in case you didn't notice, I didn't do a video yesterday. Why is that? That's what we're going to talk about today. Yesterday, I had a pretty crazy day. I had a lot of things on my plate, including a visit from a friend that lasted like 3+ hours. And in the process, I didn't have time to do it before my appointments. I didn't have time to do my zone or a video. And when she left, it was already dinner time. I was tired, and I emotionally had shared myself with her, which left me feeling tired. And I just decided that I wasn't going to do what was on my menu. I was going to order in pizza. We were going to go out and get something, but remembered that the car is being repaired. So I ordered in pizza. So glad they deliver right now. And was able to kind of take it easy for the night and not really worry about anything in my home. Now, there have been times when I probably would have freaked out and maybe even considered myself as fallen off the wagon because I didn't do pretty much anything yesterday. We didn't shine the sink. We didn't make sure dishes were all done at the end of the night. I knew there was just a few because we used paper plates, and I was like, I just don't care. So it'd be really easy to say I fell off the wagon, really easy to beat myself up for not doing more on my zone when I have so much to do. But I didn't. I chose to give myself that time. And it's important that we do that. I was thinking about people who are dieting. When somebody's on a diet, they have specific things that they have to do, things they don't eat, things they do eat, amounts that they eat or whatever. And then what happens if they overeat one day, or if they take that thing that wasn't on their diet? So many people will have that extra brownie, or they'll have a brownie when it's not on their diet, and all of a sudden their diet's over. Why? Why, when it's just one brownie, one little mistake, or even if it's like a weekend that you splurge, but then you come back to money? Why Monday? Why is it over? It's not over. You just had a little opportunity to do something different, and you say that was awesome. I needed it for whatever reason. I needed it for that weekend or for that night. And now I'm back on, and it's awesome. We're moving forward. It wasn't even a step off. It was just a choice to do something different for a little bit and come back. So yesterday, I chose not to do the cleaning. I chose time to spend with my friend and then chill in the evening. Today, I did awesome stuff in my zone. We got some awesome laundry done. We got all the dishes are done up except for things that we've used since dishes were done. We've done all our room tidies and everything like that. We didn't ever go off track. We just had a day that we chose not to do it. So I'm going to show you something in my planner, because a part of my daily planning is taking an opportunity to choose a power word and a gratitude that I write down. So this is the beginning of the year, and as you can see, most of those lines are filled in. You got January, February, and March. Most everything is filled in, and I did really good at choosing power words, and my gratitude page looks very similar. Then we move into April, May, and June. A totally different story. April, my mom went in the hospital right about here where I stopped. Go figure. All of a sudden, my life became trying to figure out everything that we needed to do during those 2 weeks while she was in the hospital. There was so much going on in my life that my planner became a non-essential. If I used my planner at all, it was to literally just write down what I needed to do that day so that I would remember. But that was it, and I was hardly using it at all. Then she passed away on the 20th. And the rest of April became finishing up things from the hospital. It became planning the funeral services. It became trying to take care of all the little details that come with such a transition in our life. It became spending time with my family and trying to be the emotional support for them and take care of myself. On May 1st, we had our funeral. And some people think, okay, now you can get on with your life. No, there was a whole bunch of stuff that we had to do because we finally got the death certificates. So another 2 weeks of crazy in my life, trying to take care of this, trying to take care of my family, having kids come to me at bedtime, I miss grandma, having to deal with all that. And then this last couple of weeks of May, I started getting on track. I started getting some things done with my family. I started using my planner more, but I wasn't doing this. I was starting to add different things back into my life. And then I get here and today's the 4th and all 4 days are filled in because I'm back using my planner fully. And am I gonna beat myself up for this? No, this was a crazy time in my life. It was a time where we just did what we had to do to get by. And we all have those times in our lives. Maybe you've just had a baby and it's thrown your schedule off. Or maybe you've moved and things are chaotic. Or maybe you haven't been on any kind of routine for years, but you remember when you had a great one, because this is where I was. Like, I used to have great routines, and then life happened, and years of life happened, and now I'm like, oh, you know what? It's time to do routines again. I'm not going to say I fell off the fly wagon, because I realized that that's not an empowering phrase for me. I made choices, and now I'm making new choices, and today's choices are reestablish my routines and reestablish all of the different systems and bring in new systems and find out what works for me at this time of my life. And sometimes in this time of my life, it's choosing to take a day off. Even though I had a whole bunch of things planned, when it came down to it and facing the day, it didn't make sense to do everything. So today I did some awesome stuff, and I will put up my befores and after pictures right now so you guys can see how awesome I did. There is, in the after picture, there's a stack of 3 boxes. The bottom box is trash and the other 2 are donate that I'm waiting for the opportunity to take them somewhere. So for now they're stacked there, but even with those boxes stacked there, I'm so excited to look out there and say, look, you can see that I've actually done something. I love it. And my friend, when she came over today, she noticed and she said something. She was like, wow, I can see that you've been working. And that felt pretty cool too. I didn't do it for her praise, right? I didn't do it even though every day I was like, hey kids, did you go see what I did? I don't do it for their praise. I do it because it makes me happy, but it's still fun to get the praise. Okay, I'm excited to share with you guys this video, this message, to remind you guys to make the choices, that you're not flying off a wagon or like the end of the world hasn't happened because you haven't done your routines today. Just choose to give yourself permission to have that and choose today. What are you going to do today? And today, are you going to do your routines or are you going to choose not to do your routines? Routines are amazing because they help you just kind of run on a habit and get things done without much effort. But that doesn't mean that you can't choose to not do them someday. It doesn't mean you're starting over either. Just get gentle with yourself, because the more you give yourself permission to have that moment of choosing something different, if you don't beat yourself up for it, then you're more likely be willing to move forward with the routines. And if you beat yourself up for it, you're going to get stuck in beating yourself up for it, and you'll repeat that pattern of messing up and beating yourself up. So instead, just say, okay, I gave myself this day off. Today is a new day, and I'm excited to choose into it today. Or today's a new day, and I choose into part of it. But I see that there's some pretty crazy stuff going on today, so I'm not going to choose the whole thing. Just some things to think about. I love you guys. Remember, you too can be the hero of your own home, one step at a time, little steps, and Give yourself a break if you need to. I'll see you guys next time.